Hello everyone. Our project was to create a four-chamber rumen-derived anaerobic digester. My name is Kyle Yates. We also have Amani Al-Fuladi, Maggie Land, and Michael Wee. An important reason to study anaerobic digestion is it could meet some of our energy needs in a renewable way. And currently, 80% of our energy usage comes directly from fossil fuels, a non-renewable resource that creates harmful emissions. Our project is sponsored by UI Charles and Julianne Peterson Engineering Design Endowment, and our project lead instructor is Dev Shrestha.
Anaerobic digestion system will separate each of the four steps of the process: hydrolysis, acidogenesis, acetogenesis, and methanogenesis. Throughout anaerobic digestion, the algae gets broken down into smaller and smaller parts, eventually producing biogas. By separating each of the chambers, we can optimize the steps of anaerobic digestion of algae, thus making the process more efficient. By including an inoculation port, users will be able to study the effect of rumen or other kinds of microbes on the digestion process. Each chamber is self-sufficient and has its own sensor for pH, electrical conductivity, water level, temperature, and pressure, as well as carbon dioxide, oxygen, and methane gas compositions, which will allow us to ensure that the stages of anaerobic digestion are occurring correctly. At the end of the process, we will be producing biogas, which is composed of carbon dioxide and methane.
This system is separated into two sections: data acquisition and control. The Arduino handles the data. It uses 8 sensors to gather various data which gets sent to the Raspberry Pi 3 for processing. These sensors are essential for facilitating and maintaining optimal conditions for biofuel production. The controls portion is done by the Raspberry Pi 3. After taking the data from the Arduino, it processes it and uses the values to activate any of three things: mixing, heating, or pumping. The activation of these are dependent on the data collected and will trigger if it meets a threshold. An LCD touchscreen is connected to the Raspberry Pi 3. From it, the user can view an interface that shows the data collected from the four chambers, as well as interact with the heating, mixing, and pumping components. More information about the project can be accessed on the MindWorks wiki page under the name Anaerobic Algae Digester for Biogas Production. Due to recent events, there were many things we were not able to finish. We were not able to directly test our system with algae, so we could not determine optimal parameters to produce biofuel.